as I mentioned earlier, it's not a very practical motorcycle because you have nowhere to have your luggage, especially when I have this comfort saddle. It's like a new motorcycle when I put on that comfort saddle. Can recommend that for everybody who has a bike like this. And the solution when it's not very practical is a trailer. So I made a trailer that's supposed to have the same design of some kind as the bike, so it doesn't look strange. I think a lot of the trailers you can buy for motorcycles are boring. They're just like a squared box or something. And I want to make it a little bit personal. So I can go through the trailer. It's as everybody can see, this is supposed to look like the fake air intakes. Yeah, that's typical of the Vmax. That's one of the things people recognize a Vmax by. And it has a lid so we can open it. The lock is from the trunk of a Nissan Laurel. And you have a gas cylinder to keep the lid open. And had some fabric glued to it here, so it's not just metal, looks a little better. And this little plate here is so I don't have rocks flying from the rear wheel and damage the and scratching the coat of that there. And this is fenders I just bought online for nothing special, just universal fenders. And the wheels are aluminum wheels from I ordered them on eBay. It's for scooters of some kind, so they're not very expensive, and it's scooter tires also. So I'm gonna close it again. And I have the same taillights on the trailer as on the bike. And I have designed my own registered trademark, as you can see. It's not registered, but it's just for fun, you know. I like making my own labels, you know. It's called Eftersläpet. It's Swedish, and it means the trailer. And it sounds a lot better in Swedish than in Norwegian, so that's why I call it Eftersläpet. It means something you drag behind you. And it's attached to the I made this bracket there. This is from the pitman arm from a car, and this is the tie rod, or what it's called in English, from the same car. And this trailer has brakes, so when you brake on the motorcycle and the trailer will push, it will pull in this wire here. And there's a damper, so it's not pulling too hard, so you get wheel lock. So it's almost like ABS brakes on this trailer. And we can take a look at the brakes. It's disc brakes, ventilated, hyper modern. I had to make an adapter between the rims and the brake disc, because this is brakes from a normal bicycle. Here you can see the caliper. And this trailer also has springs. It's not easy to see from this angle, but it's got almost like a half leaf spring pointing backwards there. You can see there up to the bracket at the rear end of the trailer. And it also has torsion spring, like on trailers for cars. So it's rubber, compressed rubber, that's making the spring, and that also keeps holding the axle in place, and the leaf spring is only sliding on top of the axle. A lot of people have been very skeptical attaching the trailer to the backswing of the motorcycle, but if the trailer is loaded correctly, so it has neutral weight balance, you don't have any additional weight on the attachment there, so it doesn't affect the motorcycle at all. And I've used it on pretty long trips, and it's no problem. And you can just lay down the motorcycle in all the curbs without anything mechanical preventing it from being flexible in any direction. So I tested that out before I made it, and I made the frame for it first, and bent the pipe here, and I used a roller and some other tools to bend and form the aluminum things. But I'm not very good at welding aluminum, so I had a good friend of mine welding it together. And he did a great job. He used TIG welding, and you can't see the TIG welds because I grinded it down and polished it so it has the same finish as the motorcycle. So that's how you make Vmax trailer. I forgot to tell you that the lid is an old water pressure tank, which I cut and narrowed down to make it have a more same shape as the tank on the bike. So, well, that's it. I have another project just beside here. I'll make another video of something terrifying. Looks like something from the Mad Max movie. Regarding this trailer, I had a lot of requests after posting pictures of it on different groups on Facebook. People from all around the world wonder where I bought it, and when I told them it was homemade, they want me to make a trailer for them. And I was thinking about it for a while, but it's too much work, and when I know how many hours I put into this one, I can't start producing them in large numbers. But it would have been very cool to do it, but I have other projects I like better, so I only live one, so I do what I think is fun for me. So anyone can make a trailer like that if they want to. They just need some time and fantasy and effort to do it. and the price is no problem. The rims was about $50 each. The tires maybe half the price of that, and the fenders almost the same, and everything else I had laying around, so it was a low budget project. The paint was probably the most expensive for this project, but it's still cheaper than buying a ugly squared one without brakes or springs. So another thing I forgot to mention was, of course, I've approved it, so it's good to go. That's the most important thing, to approve things. So